Hello, welcome. So on screen you will now be seeing all of the art I did in April. Well, not quite all of it, it's not showing entire comic pages, but there are a couple of comic panels from those pages at least. And there will also be a mixture of time lapses and speed arts. And the speed arts will be things you might have already seen, or the time lapses might be things you've already seen, because obviously I post them on different social media. I try to post the time lapses on TikTok whenever I remember or think to. I don't always think to post them, and I don't always think to get a time lapse of the art I've done. This month I think I was a little more focused on trying to remember to get time lapses or recording the speed art, so I would have more of those to put into this video, so it wouldn't just be 3 minutes long, and I could just have the entire video be this month's art. I say this month, but I'm not actually sure it's going to be posted during April, so specifically when I say this month, I mean this is April's art. I don't really have any comments on my art of this month. I feel like I started off the month pretty decently in terms of how often I was drawing. Was it this month that I got my tablet? I have a screened tablet now, but I have already forgotten exactly what date I got it on. I've got my journal in front of me, so I guess I can just skim back through that and see on which date I got it. I think I got it this month. There's a mention of it on the 6th. Gosh, I wish I wrote things in... Okay. I picked up my tablet this month. I got my screened tablet this month on either the 31st or the 1st of April. 31st of last month, and my tablet's name is Melanie, which is fun. So I feel like getting the screened tablet this month, well, it kind of set my this month art apart from this last month, because I feel like I really improved with my colours, because I think my laptop screen is slightly off when it comes to colours. So I'll do art on my laptop and then I put it on my phone and the colours look different, but I think my tablet's screen actually has the correct colours, so I don't get that, and I think that has really helped me improve my colours this month. And I also kind of played around with colours a little more, like I started using overlays more often. I started throwing fun colours on top more often, instead of just colouring things as the colours they are and leaving it at that. I colour things as the colour they are and then maybe add fun effects and that kind of thing. And I also drew Uraraka this month, which was very fun. I'm looking at the video you should be seeing as well, and I'm trying to think of art I did this month other than what I'm looking at right now. I made new characters because I'm always making new characters, and I did some fan art of Stardew Valley, which is always fun. I love Stardew Valley, and I wish I did fan art for Stardew Valley more often than I actually do. And the only reason I even did art for Stardew Valley was because I got an ask on Tumblr asking who my favourite Stardew Valley character is, and I just felt like I had to draw in response to that, because I love when people get asked on Tumblr and they draw a response, because I don't know, I just feel like that's fun. I also drew Sakura from Naruto by the looks of it, which is good because I love drawing Sakura. She's one of those characters that I can just draw without particularly needing a reference. Like, if I haven't drawn a character very often, I still tend to need a reference to remember particular detail to how their outfit looks and things like that. But Sakura has become one of those characters that I can just draw. I'm comfortable drawing her at this point. And I also did some Homestuck fan art this month, because of course I did. The last I've done before doing this voiceover was Arania. I asked on Instagram for suggestions on characters I should draw, and Arania was the only response I've gotten so far. Feel free to head to my Instagram at any point and suggest characters to me, because I love getting character suggestions. Overall, I think I did pretty well this month. I started off kind of strong, I think, and then kind of slowed off towards the end. Like on my chart that shows my daily art for the month, you can see there's a gap of 4 days, and those 4 days are because I was playing Minecraft. I randomly got really into Minecraft again, and it took up a lot of my time. And it just feels like there's not enough time in the day, if that makes sense. Like, it's either there's not enough time in the day, or I'm wasting too much of the day, because I feel like I'm always too tired too soon, and that I get to the point where I want to draw, but I'm too tired, so I sit there looking at the screen, and I'm not drawing, but I want to draw, and I'm tired, and I want to go to bed. Like, I love sleep, but I feel like I spend too much time sleeping. I'm too tired, and I wish I had more time in the day. I wish I had more energy in the day. One of my Tamagotchis just beeped. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. But yeah, I wish there was more time in the day. I wish I had more energy in the day. And I wish there was more... I don't know. I wish there was more. So, I created a lot of new characters this month. A good decent amount of them have names. Actually, I think they all have names now. I'm trying to get Toy House up on my laptop, but I don't think I've logged onto it on this account. Oh, Toy House. Let me go there. It doesn't want to take me there. Oh, I am logged in. Oh, someone has... that's horrible. Huh. I never look at the homepage of Toy House, and that is something that has never really occurred to me. Someone submitted a bulletin. Wow. They submitted a lot of characters. Okay, anyway, I was going to go to my characters, because we're talking about me. So, I talked in my other video about Human Redefined, and I've been creating more characters for that universe as a way to flesh out the world more, because a world is fleshed out if there is not really any characters. I mean, I still have to flesh out these settings more. So I created Adonis, I like Adonis, and Andrea, but then also Meadow. To group tabs together, right click a tab. Got it. I think I created Meadow this month too, but Adele, oh crap, who is Adele? I didn't include any pictures. I've got a sketchbook behind me. I think that is art of Adele. I named Adele after a Netflix show I watched. Right. Adele is on the same team as Meadow. Meadow and Adele are potentially related, but neither of them are quite sure how they're related, and it doesn't really make sense story-wise that they don't know exactly how, because even in real life you can get blood tests and know if someone is your cousin or your sibling based on blood tests, I think. I feel like that's a thing, unless that's a only TV thing, but I feel like it's a thing. Adele, so she's on the same team as Meadow and potentially related to Meadow, and Meadow has been shown on the channel before, because I think I posted a speed art of Meadow, or maybe I've only shown time lapses of her, and they're kind of really recolors of each other. They're really similar appearance wise, and I don't really have any notes on either of their abilities yet. And then we have Adonis and Andrea. So Andrea, I've done digital art of her once, and I'm really proud of the digital art that I've done of Andrea. She's got long blue hair, she's got golden eyes, she wears these golden glasses, and I really love her, and I really need to draw more of her. And then Adonis, I started drawing him on a whim, and he's got these glasses that are big and circle, and they're golden too. They both wear golden glasses, they both have blue hair, they both have golden eyes, so they're kind of similar. They're just, I guess you could call them male and female versions of each other. But he's kind of the crappy one. He's not nice to people, and she's a little more compassionate, maybe a little more dull. She's kind of flat personality-wise. She doesn't have a lot of feeling, she doesn't express much. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to name Adonis, and eventually I came to a conclusion he had to have a name that started with A, because I just felt like it made sense. And he has these gold glasses in which one of the lenses you can't see through, so you can only ever see one of his eyes. And I don't know, I feel like that makes sense with his character. Eventually I'll draw more art of Adonis and Andrea. I've got some traditional art in my sketchbook of the pair of them. I will be doing a sketchbook tour of the sketchbook eventually, but it's a sketchbook in which I'm doing one drawing per day in it, and then I'm going back and filling in the days I missed as undated days. And so it's going to take me 1 full year to draw it, because it's got 165 days in it. So I guess I'll see you at the end of that 365 days, because we're only on day 45. As you know, we're on day 46 now, because that's yesterday's. I've actually started using watercolour in it too. I don't really use watercolour that often, for I used to primarily use watercolour, and I kind of miss doing watercolour sometimes, but at the same time, digital is currently my favourite format of doing art. I mean, it's the easiest art to get speed art of. I don't really have a setup in order to record me painting or colouring with pencils, for I really love the pencils I have now, and there's something satisfying about using my pencils, and the more you use them, the longer you use them, your pencils get shorter, and it's like, yes, this is a set of pencils that has been used, and there's something really satisfying about that. Like, eventually these pencils will be used. And then the unsatisfying part about that is the fact that these pencils will be used, and I will have to buy more pencils. But I do really like these pencils I have. They're Jazz Art branded pencils, and sorry, I was putting my sketchbook back. They're in a tin, and then I've also got 2 separate littler packets. They're Jazz Art Studio Colour pencils, and it's a pack of 36 pencils, and I got them on special for $35. And eventually I really want to get the bigger packet of them that has like 72 pencils, I think, but that is really expensive, so commission me so I can buy fancy pencils. If I'm being honest, I'll probably just pay for doctor's bills. Because that's the kind of boring shenanigans I get up to outside of drawing. I pay for doctor's appointments, I take my cats to the vets, I pay bills. That's a boring statement. We're actually nearly coming to the end of this video. Actually, I can only see how far along we are as a little bar on the screen, and it's not very specific, so there could be 2 minutes left or there could be 30 seconds left, and I could not tell you the difference. There is not much time left, I know that now, because I'm looking at the time-lapse of Urania. So if you managed to get through this whole video, thank you for watching. This has been all my art of April. I hope you enjoyed. I'm looking forward to seeing what I draw in the next month.